In order to stay energized and manage social obligations, there are 5 things you need to do. The problem is you keep limiting yourself, like using words like can't and try. How do I know? Because that was me. And in this video, I will share 5 tips on how you can harness the power of your introversion to stay charged and enjoy life on your terms. Welcome back to Antonia's Blissful Corner. For us introverts, energy is everything. Therefore, it's important to protect it at all costs. The reason why I was able to get to a place of blissfulness is because I made myself a priority and implemented the necessary changes in order to maintain my energy levels. Let's get into the 5 tips. Tip number 1, it is important to understand your energy levels. Energy isn't just physical stamina. It's mental and emotional vitality. When your energy is low, you might feel exhausted or irritable. Understanding your energy rhythm helps you to schedule activities for optimal performance. Tip number 2, know the role of solitude. Now, I feel like sometimes people get solitude twisted because solitude isn't the same as loneliness. Loneliness is a feeling of isolation and disconnection from others where you feel, sad because you're not connecting. And solitude, on the other hand, is about you choosing to spend time alone, your choice to recharge. Schedule solitude time in your day, like try to get it in every day, even if it's just 15 minutes. This could be that thing where, it could be like reading, having a quiet moment in a corner, listening to music, taking a break for a walk at lunchtime. It's important for you to kind of like disconnect, withdraw, whatever you want to call it, so that you can recharge. Tip number 3, optimizing social interactions. Now, I know we don't really like to socially interact with anyone. However, it's important in our daily lives. It's, it's essential for our well-being. Unfortunately, some drain us more than others. And when you understand the types of interactions that impact your energy levels, it can help you to navigate your social life more effectively. So be okay with saying no to invitations and mean it. Sometimes we say no, but it's like, no, say no, period, exclamation point. Because it's important for you. When you say no to somebody else, that's saying yes to yourself. Just know that. Also be okay with moving away from people who drain you. Sometimes you're around some people and you may like them, even if it's a little bit, but when you're separated from the person, you're like, oh, thank God. Why do that to yourself? I'm learning how to basically just walk away from certain relationships, certain friendships, or whatever it is, acquaintanceships, just so that I can protect my peace and be well because it's so important. Unfortunately, sometimes, you do have to, interact and have high energy situations. And so therefore, if you can mix it up, let's say you have a high energy week, like a busy week of, nonstop. If anything, plan for the weekend to recharge. Recharging can be reading a book, spending time in nature, binging your favorite show, Bridgerton. Whatever works for you. Find an activity that you can do by yourself that isn't draining and that will bring you pleasure. Tip number 4, practice physical health and energy. Diet, sleep, and exercise are the key to good energy levels. Diet. What you eat, because I know people use the term diet loosely, or, it has different meanings. But for me, diet is what you eat. You can, if you eat improperly, then your energy will be low. And if you eat well, then you'll have good energy. So try to eat properly and stay hydrated, most importantly, especially now that it's summertime. Sleep. I've been told that you should aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. I ain't even gonna sit here in front and pretend as if that's even existing in my life. The only time that I get 8 hours sleep is if I'm sick. On average, I get maybe 5 hours. Last night I got 4 and got up and went to work today, but I'm okay. So I guess it all depends on what works for you, but it is important to take time out for rest, sleep, whatever it look like for you. I'm accustomed to 5 hours. That's actually my norm. But I like to say that I have some of the Energizer Bunny chromosomes, so that's cool. Yay! But there are times when my body be like, nah, girl, we're not doing that. And my body chooses to take a rest, and I allow it. I could have plans for a Saturday, but I get up and I go for a walk and come back, and my energy feels low, and I just take a break. Whatever I had planned to do on that day, it ain't getting done because I'm listening to my body. It's very important that you listen to your body. Exercise. Exercising on a regular basis will help you to, basically be energized and be in a good mood. I like to get up early. I like to get out. On the days when I have to go to work, I can't. I mean, I get up early and go out and walk and get to the office. And in my commute, I actually love to take the steps. If I have an option between the escalator and the stairs, I am taking the stairs. I walk from home to the train, so that that's a part of it. And then I get off 2 stops early when I get to the office and walk to the office, because exercising doesn't mean getting up, getting to the gym and lifting weights. Whatever it is that will keep you active, keep you moving, keep your blood pumping, that's what you need to do. If you can't get outside, which is what I do sometimes, when I can't get outside, I turn on the music in my house and I have a solo party to get my blood pumping. I turn on my soca and that's me, boom, 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 and I get back to work. So anyway, whatever you can do, to get your blood pumping, do it, because everything counts. To number 5, mental and emotional well-being. Our mental and emotional state significantly impacts our energy. I've not been tested or diagnosed, but I like to tell people that I am allergic to unnecessary stress. So I avoid it at all costs. Whatever you can do, because there's some things in our lives that are stressors and they will be there. But there's some things that we can avoid. Avoid it at all costs. Whether it's cutting off a friend, saying no to an event, or whatever it is, do it for your health. Mindfulness practices. Like meditation. I don't really meditate per se. I do take time out to breathe and, reflect. Sometimes I'll close my eyes and drift. Sometimes I might just take a nap because I keep my eyes closed for so long. But what I find is that YouTube have a lot of different channels that have sounds, right? Soothing sounds. And they help. I listen to them at night when I go to sleep, and they help tremendously. I wake up in the morning and I'm relaxed. So even though I'm only in 4 hours, I do feel rested when I wake up. Positive emotions are energizing. So no matter the situation, always think of the bright side. That's what I do. So, take for instance, last Christmas 2022, 23, my pipers, because it was very cold. I cried a little, got over it. We cleaned up, we cooked dinner, and we moved on. Because at the end of the day, I kept saying to my mom, well, at least we have heat. When the heat went out the next day, well, at least we have shelter. So I'm always looking at the bright side, because I always believe that it can be worse. There's so many other people out there that's worse than you. So just think of the positive every time something happens, because even if it's bad, just understand that it's not bad. It's probably a lesson. Not probably. It is a lesson that you will learn. May not learn it right now, but you will eventually look back and say, that's why that happened. Practice activities that can promote mental and emotional well-being. Spending time in nature is great for the mental. I'm not really a nature girl. At least I didn't think I was, but I feel like ever since the pandemic, I found that I like to go to the park, to walk, to look at the animals and talk to them, to listen to the birds, and just to be out in the fresh air. It's relaxing and it helps. Like, it just helps to kind of like calm me down. And so try to find activities that will relax you, de-stress you, and cultivate positive emotional state, because it is so important to keep, especially now, like it's so important to keep positive, because I think that with the world being so sad, you turn on your news and it's sad, you have to be the one to keep you happy. So what I like to do is have, like I said earlier, is have my little parties. I have my little solo parties. And if you don't have any plans on the weekend, consider having a solo party, or consider just curling up with a good book. Consider just binge watching on Netflix. Do something that will keep you lifted and keep your vibes high. Anyway, those are the 5 tips that help me to get to the place of bliss that I'm in now, and I hope that you find them useful. Please incorporate them. If you're not doing some or all or none, try to incorporate them in your daily routine so that you can learn how to stay charged and enjoy life on your terms. Okay? Also, thank you very, very much for watching my video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.